Hello and welcome. Hello. Check-in.
Preparing for the state's next witness, because as we saw with Judge Glanville, the case was a dumpster fire for a reason. There was a lot of wasted time. She's skipping ahead because where we are.
All right, we're all checked in.
To answer these questions, but we're not going to halt everything and stop everything because we're waiting on that. We're going to move on to the state's next witness, and we're going to see what that person is going to say on the stand. We're going to have everything out. We're going to go back and forth between the prosecutor's side
the
and
YSL
the
case,
to see if this
little
witness has any issues before the jury comes back.
Case with Thugger, Young Thug, and the whole YSL.
The next one is
this has been the Kangaroo Court Carnival Showcase of the year.
The prosecutor, what was y'all's intention?
I mean, it's so good. It's better than anything on TV.
Kill one of the boys, and then the prosecutor says, and one of the boys, I know we talked about it,
but it's been very long and very drawn out.
Looking for, and then Mr.
So yeah,
Zachary responds.
up until they go on break, I'll be here listening to this with
all the way
via AV to the 7th.
I'm sorry, 25.
The YouTube channel. Shout out to AV.
Yes.
Go subscribe to her channel too, because she does, her and lead attorney does a lot of good shit.
Talking about their intentions.
But yeah, we're just gonna tap in and see what they got going on and listen to this case.
It gives a motive for what they were doing. He has personal knowledge of it. He was in the car. They were riding together. Okay, well, as long as you establish that he knew that's what they were planning to do, and it's not, and he doesn't say they, he says that we were going to kill one of them. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I maybe need to put on
25 days left. Mission fulfilled.
That said they were, but that we were, yes.
So, Your Honor, let me just back up. So this is an incident where houses were shot up. Mr. Zachary was
they updated the menu.
He's given testimony.
They made some changes to the menu. So what is this?
That's subject for cross-examination. My client was never charged.
Okay.
Mr. Zachary is throwing my client's name into this. And I understand that's subject for cross-examination as well. But when he says, what was y'all's intention? Now, it strikes me that Mr. Zachary can speak to his own intention, unless he says Mr. Stillwell was there and this is what Mr. Stillwell said or something of that nature. He can speak to his own intention, what his intention was, and the state can ask him on the stand, Mr. Zachary, when you went over to the house, what was your plan? But unless someone else articulated their plan to Mr. Zachary,
Pendulum
I don't think
summon. I
he's
don't know about
authorized
that.
to speak to what anyone else's plan was or intention was. And when he starts saying, and it's not his fault because Mr. Bailey inartfully asked what was y'all's intention, and that prompted him to speak for other people.
Well, I understand, and it may very well be that you can establish that they all had a joint intention because they had had some sort of talk about it beforehand. And they actually he reveals earlier in the interview that they do discuss it. All right, so where's that? So, on line 4, he says, because he said we don't should have to do that to them. So on line 2, Investigator Dennis asks, why does Moontoon, and that is Antonio Sledge, it's spelled wrong, tell you not to get out of the car? He said, Mr. Zachary said, because he said, we don't shoot up houses, leave that to them. That's one point that they're talking.
Damn, I go first.
Back on line, page 24, when Mr. Zachary is
I go first. How we gonna do this, y'all? Let's do this right.
He's naming them.
I gotta make sure I stay up. I'm fucking still drowsy. I don't know why.
Well, Your Honor, he's talking about what Moontoon said. Moontoon's not even here. My client is not Moontoon, and so I don't find what Ms. Love said to really address the issue.
All right. So where is it that your client gets?
All right, let's get him. Oh, he's not gonna expect this one right here.
His speech includes your client if your client's not in the car.
No, my client is supposedly in the car, according to Mr. Zachary. But what Ms. Love talked about is Moontoon telling Mr. Zachary,
so are you took me out yesterday,
saying we don't shoot up.
Come on,
leave that to them. What that
let it go, buddy. Nah.
Intent to kill someone. I'm not seeing that link at all. And my whole point is this, Your Honor.
Stop that shit too. Oh, what a good hand to start it off with. If I could stop that.
What the intent was, what the plan was.
If I could stop that.
That's not in this transcript. That's going to come across.
And you take 2,000.
Which would render
he might quit.
These prior statements, out-of-court statements,
he might quit.
Irrelevant anyways, because it would have been.
Because he's trying to protect that hand for a reason. So take the 2,000 and banish the hand. Oh, what did we get? What did we get? Oh, he didn't want to banish that hand. Got him.
Okay, so assuming you need to use it as a prior consistent.
Oh God.
And in response to Mr. Sharp,
not these shits.
Zachary is talking about his own intent and his understanding of what the conspiracy was. Arguably, this is a conspiratorial act of going out to shoot. We were going to kill one of the boys. So he does not, I don't think that it's improper for him to be able to talk about what the intentions of the group that he is acting as a part of were, as shown by their actions and their words throughout the course of the conspiracy itself.
But if his statement is just based on assumptions he's making for the actions of others, then the jurors are in a similar place as Mr. Zachary to make that, to draw that conclusion.
But Mr.
I don't understand why Mr. Zachary, his conclusion about what my client's intent was,
come on,
particularly helpful or relevant to anything, unless my client articulated it to him. And from my understanding of what Mr. Zachary's saying is, he gets a call from his girlfriend.
Come on.
Mr. Garlington and Mr. Sledge leave the club. Mr. Zachary doesn't know, according to his story, he doesn't know how Mr. Stillwell gets in the car because he wasn't at the club. And then they pick up Zachary last. And Zachary,
well, I thought I had a good hand.
Conversation in the car on the way to these houses or anything like that. He doesn't give any context about communication. He's just kind of like, I got in the car and this is where we went.
So, Judge, this is also the third interview that Mr. Zachary gave. He gave one earlier in 2015. This one occurred in 2017. So there are statements about this same incident in the 2015 interview as well. So we haven't gone through that.
This shit is such a mess. I think this case been going on, what they said, for 2 years?
Cross references to the court, but the reality is that an assertion by
I've been to court,
co-conspirator,
and I've been in law course, yo, to be in court for 2 years is insane.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna overrule that. Oh, Max lost that. Looks like that statement is coming in. So again, guys, Quindarius Zachary is the next witness, right, and we're going through his statement.
28, line 17. The font is a little small. I'm just saying. I'm sorry? I need the court's glasses. I'm just
28, line 1 through 3.
And with this one, Your Honor, I'm not trying to mislead anyone. If one of my colleagues tells me I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. My recollection, there has been no testimony about someone being shot in these houses.
Okay.
If I'm wrong about that, feel free to correct in this instance.
So this one, we have given a list of 30 witnesses, and one of the first 30 witnesses, one of the first
30
after Mr. Zachary, is the
30
who lives at this house, and her sister getting shot at. So there hasn't been.
Did somebody get shot at this house?
Yes.
And that evidence will come in through this other. What's the name of that witness?
Miss Bell and her sister Cecilia.
So they're coming to testify?
I see him on the witness list.
You don't see them?
I do. I see Denise Bell. I don't know what the other person's name is. So you intend to call somebody who says
30
somebody in
witnesses,
this
y'all.
house got shot. Okay.
That's a lot of people.
Then that is all right. Okay, we're learning more about the other witnesses, guys. Beyond Woody. All right, number 6. And I guess let's make this 3-page proffer and proposed edits record of part of an exhibit to today's proceedings. So in the event of an eventual review, whomever is reviewing it will know what we're talking about when we say on to number 6.
Can we make you don't want us to use the one we're writing on? You want?
Just a clean copy. Yeah, I know we're all writing on ours right now. So yeah, just a clean copy, and it can be.
We can do that.
I don't care who makes it an exhibit.
Take 1,000.
Purposes of the record, I can make it in court.
Oh! Excuse me. I had to get that out.
Alright. So the next one is page 29,
where we going?
line 10 through 29, line 11. So going back, Your Honor, if you can see from line
I need
28
to have my other cards in this deck come out faster. I really do. And I don't want it to be from adding more of them. We already got 2 of each. I might just have to say fuck it and throw 3 of each.
You want to pause? Okay, you can see that there's context. Mr. Zachary
2 cards would stop all of this shit he
where
just
they went,
did.
what they did, and at line 18, he's talking about the house on Oak. And later on, you have Investigator Dennis talking about his familiarity with the house.
Right.
The fact that he offers a concrete fact, his knowledge about the house, and Mr. Zachary doesn't correct him or doesn't say anything about it, I would argue it just goes to the effect.
To that?
I mean, it's not something that by itself is very material.
Then take it out. Strike it. Granted.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
I like Whitaker. Alright. I'm just writing August 6th. August 6th, 2024. Court exhibit 1. one
Yeah,
as to
you
this
probably keep
three-page
this up monthly
improvised reductions. Okay.
and banish them.
So number 7 is page 33, line 1 through 35, line 14. That actually starts back up on page 32, or actually 31, where Mr. Zachary is talking about Trevante. So page 31, line 16, where Dennis says, got it, you were sitting behind Demikian is in the back with you and Shannon's in the front, and then Tay with
welcome your little one into the world means everything. With unmatched experience and state-of-the-art birthing suites, it's why more families deliver with us than any other hospital across New York City and Westchester.
They tried to say that we did it, acknowledging that there is a we, acknowledging in a way that helps to prove count 1 in our indictment. There is a they who is an opposition group who tried to say that we did it, we being YSL.
Where is the part where the opposition group is saying they thought we did it? I see the investigators saying we thought y'all did it. But
no, line 17 where he says they tried to say that we did it. On page 33.
That's the rump rump. I hate to keep mentioning that, but damn, Malone, that's the rump rump.
And so this would be to establish
the existence of the enterprise, the gang, and the fact that there's an opposition and a day and a week.
All right, Mr. Sharp.
I mean, that's not actually accurate. On this...
Pull your mic towards you, if you don't mind.
On this alleged...
So you can just move it up on your desk, maybe, I don't know. I know, they're all annoying. They get in the way.
With this alleged incident,
and why they keep saying they don't like this judge?
Mr. Zachary also put...
This just show you, they don't like this judge because what? She's not with the bullshit?
And a Tay as
she's not corrupt and letting everything go.
Shooting up these houses. Trevante Turner.
She's actually doing her fucking job. So people are like, I don't like this judge.
And I've never heard.
Or because she ain't black.
He was a member of YSL.
That's the only reason why I think.
It's reported that he was associated with, I believe it was If Gang.
I'm not sure. I'm going to go on what the paper says.
I understand, but the state has never alleged that. He's not charged in this.
Okay.
This is a gentleman who, has not, there's been no allegations that he's been affiliated with us. I believe that there's a suggestion that he's Kenneth Copeland's, but that's it. So, I don't...
Oh, come on.
Real quick, guys, this is actually important. I don't know if you're picking up on it. Remember when we were during break? During the break I had mentioned, and we were killing time. I was telling you how in June there was a gentleman named Tay that passed away, and that was super, super close to Lil Woody. Lil Woody was posting pictures of him and Tay like that whole weekend leading up to the funeral, things of the life. Now, what did Max just object to? Apparently, his name is Trevante Turner, Tay, right? This is the same gentleman that died, like pretty much 6-7 weeks ago. So it is alleged, and here's what he's talking about. Quindarius Zachary, the witness that we're talking about right now,
I get to use my card.
Talking to detectives, he said that Shannon, Garlington, Sledge, and this Tay were all in the caravan that performed this shooting. It is interesting because Max is telling us that he doesn't think that Tay was affiliated with YSL. So let's see how this conversation shakes out. But I just wanted to connect the dots for you. That's the same Tay that we're talking about right now, okay? Let's see what Max finishes us off with.
I mean, I don't want it to come in, but I don't have a legal argument at this point against them. Mr.
Oh, what did I do? I didn't mean to do that.
Mission that he's claiming.
Oh, you idiot.
But
I pressed the wrong fucking button.
Highlighted that I have a problem with. It's talking about a wholly unrelated incident where Trevante Turner,
I meant to get rid of him.
One of us, and Shell Cal, who
of course you're gonna do that,
is Kelvin Watts, were having their own side
smart guy
and shooting at each other, and I believe Trevante was shot
smart
by
guy.
Shell Cal. Mr. Watts was maybe shot by Trevante, but it has nothing to do with this indictment. It's not alleged as an overt act, and it has nothing to do with, if I were to, for the purposes of this argument, agree that there's a group called YSL and it's a criminal street gang, which obviously is an issue here, this incident would have nothing to do with that. And it's just talking about, and they're just really treating it as small talk. You know, he's telling a story, and then it's a little aside about Trevante, which has nothing to do with this case.
All right, Ms. Lett, what do you have to say?
Third in discovery, a PowerPoint that involves, just as it relates to the assertion by Mr. Sharp that Trevante Turner was not associated with YSL. And in that PowerPoint that we serve, we reflect on one of the slides at January 27 of 2015 incident 150262801 on Stanhope Circle, where shots were fired, specifically where Trevante Turner was shot, and it's listed that he is an associate of YSL/30D. Just to go to the assertion that there's never been any indication about Trevante Turner being YSL.
Well, an associate of YSL and a member of YSL aren't the same thing.
They are, but I'm not asserting
She's
one way or the other as it relates to associate or member with respect to Trevante Turner. What I'm saying is that in saying that they tried to say we did it, Quindarius Zachary, when we charge the gang act, associate or member, it doesn't matter. Associates commit acts with the gang, so it doesn't in any way cut against, is my position, my argument that in saying they try to say we did it, he's not just talking about a random group of men. He's talking about them as a group that operates as YSL is the argument that I would make.
Well, who's the they here?
The person. Okay. So.
Right, oh shit! What? Nice.
Associate.
Part of the gang.
Yes.
There's the alleged beef back and forth in a series of shootings. The members that are involved in this little, even if it's a side incident, are all that gang?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if that's the money line, they tried to say, like, how's that miss? They tried to say we did it. I mean, false accusations by an unnamed group.
I think there's an update on Woody, guys. Did y'all see that posted?
Clarence, in this case, Mr. Zachary is actually saying they were wrong about. How's that?
What? I did not expect that win.
That man just came into the prosecutor's office or
Didn't expect
prosecution
that.
table and just spoke to the gentleman in the gray. He wrote a message on a post-it because that's how we communicate in court to alert Miss Love of something. So let's see what that was.
Admissible to anything, you know, and if that's the key section, that's inadmissible of itself in itself. But I think this whole section is just wholly irrelevant, and it confuses the issues.
And if the court goes on further down, and investigator Dennis elaborates that basically you all were laying in wait for Kelvin Watts. It says Watch, but it's Watts, W-A-T-T-S, Shell Kel, who also has a gray Charger. Just in the continued conversation with everything he asserts, he is making an affirmation about the existence of the gang itself. Yeah, that's what they say.
Wow. I did not expect that win.
It's what
That was nice.
Not pushing back against
That was definitely nice, y'all.
would be laying in one for Shell Kel.
See, but that's what I was saying yesterday about this deck, is that
an acknowledgement.
sometimes this deck just frustrates people so bad that they just fucking quit.
Literally saying no, that didn't happen.
Right, but she's not offering it
Uh-oh,
for
didn't heat it.
LOL.
it happened the way they said it happened or not. She's offering
I
it for
understand. So with
the
the chat.
concept that Mr. Zachary is saying, yeah, there's this we here that is YSL, and that is irrelevant to the issues in this case. And if you want some kind, I mean, if it even comes in, because I assume, you know, this is all if he doesn't testify as the state thinks he will, and then they have to impeach him. Although, you know, it would be interesting to see how you use this and what you would be using this to impeach for. Because if your purpose with it is to establish there's a we and a they, then he'd have to testify inconsistently to that for you to be able to use this. Do you understand?
Yes. Okay. And Your Honor,
and if that is what you're able to then use it for, I mean, I'd be happy to limit that this is only for the purpose of that, and it's not for whatever may or may not happen.
The judge is going to wait until the jury will turn to see if they can
just say that in his statements, Mr. Zachary, in his statements, and if he testified, he doesn't deny that there's a group called YSL.
Right.
He doesn't. Well, I don't think that these issues are really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is this one maybe?
I don't understand why they don't like the judge. I think the judge is good.
I would say
because I think it's
potentially.
Unfortunately, our folks don't like that it's not skin folk, even if skin folk wasn't doing a good job.
My understanding about the exercise overall is just to identify those
because that other judge
absolutely cannot come in.
Right.
was a fucking mess.
Up here saying, so hey, tell me about this time that, you know, you and whomever were involved in.
He wasn't looking at evidence. He was eating on the stand and chomping and chewing and shit.
I understand fully. Like, in other words,
he put the defense attorney nigga in jail. He locked him.
Correct. Yeah.
He locked him up, and then they did the secret meeting. And that's what pretty much got him the judge removed. He was doing all type of crazy shit.
Hello, Chris.
Are they arguing in the chat?
I think I know what I want for Christmas. We gotta talk.
Nina Fisher, why is the judge allowing her to kind of appear with a cold case?
Number 830, page 36, lines 1.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I'm sorry, I haven't read it all, but if it is they gang members being happy because Gator's not working anymore. How's that relevant?
So, Your Honor,
yes, how would I?
the judge is laughing at her and say that there's really not. I can let that one go.
Oh, you little fucker! I should have did it the other way.
And Your Honor,
I should have did it the other way.
I think I may have made an error on that. I
should have got rid of you first. I should have got rid of you.
24 is certainly about that. I'm not certain.
What's his name?
37, 8 to 18 is about that same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have did
I thought
that
we were
first.
just doing the 1 through 24 first.
Got rid of him. Got rid of him.
I mean, he's got it all as number 8. So,
okay.
Then played the card.
So agreed that 36, that part is out. So turn into 37, 8 through 18.
That's what I should have did. Should have got rid of him first. Then played the fucking card. Damn.
So,
Damn it, man.
So in 37, 8 to 18, as I understand it, they're trying to identify Tay, and they're showing picture of Tay with a car, and they're saying, is that the car? And then Investigator Underwood and Dennis and Zach are agreeing, no, that's not the car. That's the car that got shot up.
Wait, why?
Another
whoa.
person named Hell. It's
What
just
is the
about
title?
Tay's other car that was not involved in the April 28, 2015 shooting of houses being shot up. It's just talk about another car being shot.
All right, is that relevant?
So, Judge, in context 37, Mr. Sharp's objection goes all the way into page 38, unless I'm reading it wrong.
No, it's 37, 8 to 18, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Ladies, y'all know when we start leaning on them heels, we know it when we see it.
For now, Judge, I can stipulate to that. I don't see any reason to keep that part in right now.
All right, so that is also out by agreement.
And Your Honor, should anything, and I don't anticipate it, but should anything come up that causes me to ask the court, hey, there's something I agreed to that I need to get in now because...
Let's not wait till the last minute to do it.
Okay. It would only be by virtue of something happening on the stand.
Okay, I mean, can you
you little
scenario why
fucker.
it suddenly becomes relevant that some other car that
It's not
Not
the
over.
car being shot
Not
up.
over.
It's Mr. Zachary
not
gives a
over.
description of the individuals and his knowledge of certain individuals.
Tay. Okay, so that's line 3
I would love to be able to
and 4
draw
is that
2
Tay.
cards right now instead of 1.
Where he's talking about the other boy called Kale. Those sort of instances. I don't foresee them being necessary, but
Why he didn't
I
take the
didn't want
damage?
to not say to the court, hey, this might come up.
Okay, well, so maybe if there's some issue as to who Kel is. Okay.
And then I think
Come on,
that the
little
next one
200.
on number 8 is all of page 38. Yeah.
It's 38, line 8 to 39.
Sorry,
line
guys.
11.
Fuck
We
it.
have a special guest.
We'll do that.
8, okay. Through
I should have
39.
did that.
11.
Well, really to 39. It's
And we're going to do this.
Through 39, line 1.
Let's see if this works.
the end of
Yes, Gaia Dog.
it's 2 different incidents.
This is our stream dog. Family dog.
Tay,
She's entered the chat.
people saying on the street again.
This is
I don't
Luna.
I'm just trying
What?
to clean up this transcript. I don't think it's just going to be confusing to people. I don't care if all sorts of bad things come up. One way or another.
Right.
But I'm just trying to limit
It's a
confusion
wrap.
that
Right.
the jurors would have. And they're talking about
It's a wrap.
people on the street saying that Tay shot up Rich Homie Quan's dad's barbershop.
It's a wrap.
Rich Homie Quan's father is a barber and runs a barbershop.
All right, she may agree.
I have no objection to 8 through with the clarification that he made because I thought it was the whole page. Okay. So I have no objection to 8 through 24. Okay. So page 38.
All right.
Okay, I gotta figure out something.
30 to 39:19. 1 through 19.
39:9 through 19, or just all 1? Okay.
I have no objection to 1 through 13, where he stops at.
Okay, so 13 is the end of the Rich Homie Quan barbershop.
Yes.
Then they start talking about Tay shot Kel.
And
I don't represent Tay. Tay's not associated, so, but it's just confusing. I just think it would be confusing.
Why is it? Tay is associated. That's what we were just talking about. Tay being Trevante.
Right. Who is dead and not on trial here, right?
That's true.
Okay. So is it relevant?
In it.
I mean, I would assume you want a clean, clear story to the extent you can have one as well. So is this relevant to the story the state is attempting to tell?
Yes, it goes over into page 40. There's a video that we're going to have about with Darius Zachary, Antonio Sledge, I think Demekion Garlington, and they're saying they're talking to Shell Kell, who is If Gang, and I think that they have a gun. That's my memory, that they have a long gun, and they're saying we ain't going back and forth, and they're saying disparaging things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's over a girl named Antrevia Smith. And when the court sees Tree in this transcript, they're talking about Antrevia.
Okay.
So to the extent that we're talking about one associate or member of YSL, Trevante, and we're going on into the fact that Antonio Sledge and Shell Kell were seeing Antrevia. We're getting into information that we've noticed the defense that we're going to introduce anyway.
When?
So I don't know why this would not.
It's not relevant.
I don't know I don't know or understand the nexus between Mr. Sledge threatening
Kel
can't make
booty pockets pop without heels.
Girlfriend and shooting Kel. I mean, I'm not talking bad about the guy. I think there was probably a lot of people that had problems with Mr. Kelvin Watts, and
we'll take it out.
Tay shooting.
All right, I'll take it out. We'll take it out. So it's going to be 15 through 21. All right, so we already agreed to 39, 1 through 13. So I think this would start at 14.
39, 14 through what?
14 through 21.
I have 42:15. It bleeds into number 9. I think that's why I was unclear. I made it its own separate one. This issue.
Is funny.
Wait, what?
To number 9 on my list.
Did I share it already?
Is the continued discussion about the beef between Kel and Trevante, and they start out with Trevante shooting Kel, and then they talk about how Kel allegedly shot up Trevia's house. Again, something that I don't believe that the police believe is true. That was Mr. Zach.
We don't.
Saying his understanding was that Kel shot up his girlfriend Trevia's house.
Hang on. So
in as much as Mr. Sharp said that the police don't rather believe
Why am I typing it? It's not typing out the house going on.
In Trevia's house.
Is Young Thug sleeping?
Correct, because Trevia Smith relayed.
Young Thug is sleeping in court.
Oh shit, Young Thug is out cold. Yeah, he sleeps.
Fire can help you have fewer attacks.
Damn it, commercial.
Responsibility from
Young Thug is asleep in court. That's
what
crazy.
we believe is one member of his group to a member of the opposition group. I would think that would be relevant. It's not. It wouldn't be the first thing that I would ask him. It's something that I don't think is inadmissible, but it's also something that at this time we're going to talk to him. We've noticed the defense about our intent to talk about when Trevia Smith's house got shot up. Mm-hmm. It's just not every line of this portion that Mr.
Yeah, shout out to AV.
Number 9. We may not get into every single line there, but the topic itself is what we did notice them that we're going to look at those suits.
If they bring up shooting of Trevia's house, that's one thing, and that's it may or may not be relevant.
Shout out to AV.
My issue, and I don't agree with the state's characterization about Mr. Zachary lying about it. What we're dealing with here is not Mr. Zachary lying. Mr. Zachary wasn't at Trevia Smith's house. Mr. Zachary was not shooting at Trevia Smith's house or being shot at Miss Smith's house, Trevia Smith's house. Zachary is passing on rumors he's heard through the grapevine about who did what, and the police are saying, well, we don't believe that's accurate because we believe that Shell Cal was in the house, so how could he shoot up the house? So it's
900.
whether it's a relevant topic or not,
900
based on hearsay.
What did I miss?
Mr. Zachary has no
Fusion summon one monster from
I just point the court's attention to the first line of page 41.
900.
And I'd also point out that Mr. Zachary was in that video that Trevia gave over to the police after her house got shot up. He was in the video along with Antonio Sledge, where they were threatening Kelvin Fights. All right, let me ask you this.
Take a
closer look at the rest of 39 through 42 and maybe sort out what part of that you think, if he doesn't testify, as you think you would use to impeach him on a relevant issue, and then maybe get back to us on this one. Yes. Okay. Yes. Save us some time. Thank you, Judge. I kind of hear you saying even you think not all of it is anything you would want to do.
Huh.
Those were all the other defendants that he was zooming in on.
And that's all the way through 42. All right. So,
Atana Clark? That is correct.
So let me get this straight. If I play
number 10 is 42.
this, he can negate the if I do that, he can negate
line
the application.
17 through 44,
so
line 6.
He would attack.
So when the objection lack of personal knowledge,
should have waited.
I am laboring under the assumption. I love this channel. Mr. Sharp's belief is that Mr. Zachary lacks personal knowledge. I would just ask that the court allow it, because it's all opposition actions towards one another. Shell Kell shot up the gambling house. On McDonald Boulevard.
Yeah, they're not gonna let me pull it back.
On page 43, line 1, that's when Thug's car got shot, right? I I believe, if we haven't already, I believe.
Damn, I didn't mean to do that.
We've touched on that there was a shooting where his car got shot. But it may have been with Kenneth Copeland and some of the stuff that we have to redo.
Right.
But Mr. Zachary is saying,
yeah, this is the channel right here.
Doug wasn't studying it.
Shout out to AV.
All of that information, maybe not like that, but that information we anticipate bringing out. So to the extent that Mr. Sharp objection has as his personal knowledge, I would just ask that the court
I'm messing up. I did that too fast.
Admissible subject to the proper foundation being laid for it.
Can I do it now?
Okay. That seems reasonable if you can lay the foundation.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. After consulting with others, we're going to withdraw our objection.
Okay.
He bit.
All right.
He bit. It's over. Because he can only use it for one type. Monster spell trap.
So I'm going to take that out.
What? Wait, whoa. What just happened?
All right, number 11, 45.
That should,
go.
number 11 should be 46 on 15.
46, 15 through 16?
Yes. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It was supposed to be 45. I'm sorry. They're all talking about an unrelated... They're talking about a girl named Clenethia Rand. And then Mr. Zachary just says she's dead. And then they talk about the circumstances of her murder.
I don't have
Yeah, she agrees.
coming out.
Okay.
So that's
45, 15 through 46, 16. I agree.
Oh, come on. Get the fuck out of here, man.
As we don't have an update yet, they're trying to get him today, but we don't know if he's in the courtroom yet. The judge wants to talk to him, so we're going to keep an eye out on it. And I'm up to date. I'm only 2 sessions behind.
Let me interrupt y'all a minute. I have a word that Mr. Copeland...
Oh, he is! Let's go!
Have him in, see if he has an attorney, see if he wants an attorney.
Guys, Woody's coming!
Together that I'm going to advise him of, but
I'm good with that.
we could get through a little bit more of this, tell him to hold tight, take a lunch break where y'all can come up with something. But I could at least find out about the attorney issue right now. Okay.
Here he comes, guys. Shout out to Woody. Could y'all drop Woody in the chat? Sorry, Kia. I'm just excited. There he is, guys. Here he is. There he is. There's the man of the
shit,
hour.
Woody coming in. Oh shit.
It's been a while.
Judge Whitaker, I think
Let me find out.
Before in unrelated matters.
This shit about to get lit now.
Now, Steve, what I want to ask...
Hold on, guys. We haven't seen Woody in a while, okay? What is the first thing he says?
Hi, good morning, Mr. Copeland.
Oh,
Judge Whitaker,
shit.
I think you've been before me before in unrelated matters. I'm the judge taking over this case now. So, now, Steve.
Woody's in the fucking building. Oh, it's about to get
I've
ugly.
been given
Let me try going first.
With regard to your testimony,
I'm probably gonna lose a couple of hands because I'm all into this fucking
you want
case.
to testify at some point. You did want to testify.
Woody in the fucking building.
I have for you.
I never wanted to testify.
Okay, the first. Well, right. Want to is maybe the wrong term, but my question for you right now is: do you have an attorney at all?
I don't know.
You don't know whether you have an attorney. I would think that would be a no then if you don't know whether.
I was talking to Melanie, but
Melnick?
yes.
Okay. Didn't he ask to be relieved as your attorney, and did you sign something saying
Oh shit.
that's okay, you can get out of this?
I don't.
You don't remember? Okay. Does anybody know whether that actually occurred? Oh my God.
I don't believe it occurred. I believe that Miss Bumpus.
Woody.
She was stand-in.
She was stand-in, and I believe something was said on the record to the effect that Miss Bumpus was relieved. But
yeah, I know she was.
There was nothing about Mr. Melnick to my knowledge.
Maybe
There was. Miss Bumpus actually said yesterday, I believe, during her testimony that Mr. Melnick had directed her to tell Mr. Copeland that he could either exercise his,
well, choose not to testify.
Right. Or if he chose to testify, according to Ms. Bumpus.
Yeah, I remember she said there's this paper I'm supposed to get him to sign. I'm trying to figure out whether it got signed.
So I never got Mr. Melnick off my case.
Okay, so he's still your attorney then?
I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, then that's the answer we've got for that. All right, so I'm going to try to get a hold of Mr. Melnick and see if he can be here with us this afternoon, because some of what I suspect you recall when you were brought into Judge Glanville's chambers with Ms. Bumpus and a couple of the people from the state, and there was a discussion that Ms. Bumpus and Ms. Hilton and Judge Glanville had with you. You asked some questions. They gave you some information. Some of that information was not actually factually correct. Yeah. You have the opportunity, understanding what it is that the immunity order means, understanding what the potential consequences are if you do testify or if you don't. We're basically going to kind of start over and do that over.
So if I don't testify, how long are you going to hold me in jail?
So, I mean, that's still an issue that you can be held in jail through the end of this trial. But I'd rather have Mr. Melnick here to advise you about the potential drawbacks and benefits of what, if there are any, of any of your...
To the end of this trial?
Yes.
Not the other people?
Not as far as I believe, but the state, what, did you want to do some further research on that?
Yes, just to advise the court of.
Okay, so I just wanted to know, first off, do you have an attorney? Because if you do have an attorney, then your attorney may have some information, advice, and research for me about that. So I want to make sure that I tell you the correct thing about that, okay? So we're
damn, that car blended in with the board so much, I didn't even see that shit.
Have you back here on standby at least. I don't know who was in communication, but we need to reach out to Mr. Melnick, see what his availability is. So just be on standby in case I need you here, like at 2 or 3 this afternoon.
2 or 3?
Yeah, because we're about to take a lunch break before too much longer.
Oh, they're about to go on lunch.
You're okay to leave for the next couple of hours, but stay where whomever reached out from the state can reach you to let you know whether you need to be back here this afternoon or potentially tomorrow instead, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you.
Wow, guys, we're gonna hear from Woody today. She said, huh?
So, I don't know who. Okay, litigation manager is going to reach out to Mr. Melnick, see if he can get a hold of, see if she can get a hold of Mr. Melnick and find out what his availability is. And depending upon his availability, we'll just see when it is that we have Mr. Copeland back. Because I want him to have the benefit of counsel. And then I also want y'all over the lunch break to work on whatever you think ought to be the correct advice to him. And if you, the state, believe that it is possible to hold him past the trial for which he is under subpoena.
Oh my God.
And you show me what authority lets you believe that. Okay? All right, yeah.
Wait,
One thing, I think that the transcript reflects this from June 10th, and as well as Ms. Bumpus's testimony yesterday. She was emphatic that Mr. Melnick said, if you testify, I'm not representing you. So, and with the fact that Mr. Copeland said,
no, what he said was, if you plead the fifth, I'm not representing you. So I don't know, what that means. I'm just going to reach out to Mr. Melnick.
that's right.
At least Mr. Copeland thinks Mr. Melnick is still representing him. And if Mr. Copeland never signed whatever that was relieving him, I don't know exactly what their arrangement is, but let's find out from Mr. Melnick.
Yes, Sean.
All right. Okay, so let's get a few more minutes in of this before we break, because it's not even noon yet. We're making some progress, which is good. All right, so we were on number 12.
And while they do that, guys, I mean, this is ridiculous. They're basically, and I really want the judge to hone in on what the state is trying to do here, because they are saying if Little Woody does not testify, he just asked if he is going to have to stay in jail until the conclusion of this trial. I mean, if y'all think that's justice, I don't know. So we'll see. Like, it's almost, you're still forcing him to testify. So, yes, please get Melnick in there, and I did start a poll for y'all.
Number 12 being page 47, lines, if I'm reading correctly, line 14 through page 50, line 8?
Yes.
Okay. So, Your Honor, the objection to this portion of it, just to give you a little bit of background. So, this fight happened around January the 6th, and it did begin with Mr. Copeland, according to the reports from our investigators, but it involved more than one member of YSL, more than one alleged member of YSL. Mr. Bloody J, who is a member of IFCAN, the other side of the fight from YSL, and other people who are in the courtroom now participated in that with them. So Mr. Zachary's rendition of what happened, we would argue it's Mr. Zachary's knowledge of and participation in this gang is what allows him to be able to tell this to Detective Dennis. Mr. Sharp's assertion, it does not appear that he was there, I don't think is a ground to exclude it. Assuming that the court is satisfied with the foundation that the state lays for Mr. Zachary's ability to consider, yes, we would argue that it's admissible.
So do you know whether he was there or not? So.
Still on the hide and on the low.
So let me ask Mr. Short, is the basis for you saying you don't think he was there that no on line 23 when is that the basis of it?
What page, line 23?
47, line 23. Because I don't think that no is actually an answer.
Oh, no, okay.
Okay.
It's not based on that.
Okay. You have no reason to believe.
No.
Okay.
I actually do not know if he was there, and I haven't heard anyone talk about him being there.
We know whether he was there.
48, line 5. Starting line.
So we went back there. Yeah.
Okay. If he was in fact there, then
and then somewhere else he says, would he? Okay. All right. Well, then you'll withdraw that objection?
If it's there, then yes.
Okay. So that number 12 is withdrawn. All right. Number 13.
Line 10 this is page 54, line 18, page 65, line 11.
Yeah, let's take that up first.
So the state has no objection to page 54, lines 18 through 22, where investigator Dennis said, they killed him, meaning Dr. Thomas. After repeats the question, ultimately, Zachary says, should they say Woody and them? I don't know for a fact. So I agree and argue that he don't know.
Okay.
So it's not.
Okay. So 54, line 18 through 22, you concede should be redacted.
So let me also give further clarification. Mr. Zachary, later he tells earlier in 2015, he relates to law enforcement about statements facing him by 2 people in the courtroom now. And 2 people admitting having killed Diamond Thomas.
Okay.
This statement right here is after 2 years later. So when he says, they say Woody and them, I don't know for a fact. Mm-hmm. If somebody argues that that's an inconsistent statement that should come in, I'm not objecting to it coming out. What I feel to the lie is irrelevant, but I'm not objecting to it coming out.
Okay.
So, Your Honor, we got a lot of moving parts here, because eventually, I agree with Ms. Love. Eventually, in this statement, Mr. Zachary claims that Mr. Kendrick told him that they killed Knott, and Mr. Stillwell told him that they killed Mr. Thomas.
Okay.
So I anticipate, because I was doing this for Mr. Stillwell, but I anticipate other counsel in this courtroom.
Damn, they going hard before the lunch break.
That are affected by this, arguing that this is.
They are making sure they get every little fucking detail out
and
before
it's not
lunch.
a statement by a co-conspirator and therefore not admissible. Okay.
Come on, give me the card I'm looking for.
So, right. Okay.
Give me the card I'm looking
I guess
for.
I'll rewind. I will say that if
we'll let that go one more time.
there is testimony, either through direct testimony or
the fuck out of here, and then we're about to make a move.
impeachment, that my client
We're gonna make a move.
said something to me. said this.
All right.
So if that comes in, I'd want to use that for me.
I'd have to know who the they is here. Right before that.
Oh yeah.
If the they is Mr. Kendrick or Mr. Stillwell, yes. But if the they is some random amorphous gossip.
Hey.
Brag.
X, what's up?
It would be relevant because
it's gonna be a little bit later. I'm just finishing with this court trial.
Oh, I see.
So probably right when they go to lunch, or right after they go to lunch, I'm gonna switch over streams.
He already said in a different statement.
Because I want to stick with this court trial today, but I also want to.
He's holding that information.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that.
Him answering, they saying, "Will we?"
Yeah, I want to stick with this court trial today, but I also want to.
Because the question posed by the investigator
definitely be in the stream.
Who they say killed him.
So yeah, it'll probably be right after they go to lunch.
Okay, well then, for Mr. Zachary to say, here's what the street is saying, is not inconsistent with, but I actually know because the perpetrator told me it's the perpetrator. So that would not be this 18 through 22 would not be inconsistent to a statement by Zachary that.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I answered it. My bad. Yeah, right now what we're doing is we're covering and listening, reviewing this court case, the YSL court case, right? They're about to go to lunch, so once they go to lunch, that'll give me the chance to cut the stream and go and switch streams. So I'm just waiting, and they're about to go to lunch after they finish this last little last details of the case, and then I'm gonna switch over.
Before it's lunchtime.
Is what 20 page 54 line 23 through 5511, is that all going to be the same
that is
chunk of whatever? Okay.
Oh, we'll be reading so long, like 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's good.
So we'll be back.
No, before. Because all we dealt with was 54 8.
That's definitely cool. That'll work perfectly. Because they're about to go to lunch.
Okay.
Oh man, what did I do? Uh-oh, I think I just messed up. Oh shit. Come on. Why didn't I get to flip my card?
So, all right.
Why didn't I get to flip my card? Oh, come on. Damn it, man. Damn it, man. I looked away for 1 second, and now I'm about to get my ass kicked.
I see what you
Yo, I was beating them the whole game. I knew I should have did it. Damn it, man. Damn it, man. It's over.
With them at the condo afterwards.
Damn it, man.
That what they say? I don't know.
That was my fault.
I'm saying, who did they say killed him? He may at this point mean, who did they?
Damn, that was my fault.
At the condo with. So, can anybody actually
man.
point me to who the they is?
I just looked away for 1 second. I made one wrong move, and that's that's why I said it's my fault. I made one wrong move.
The word they is in the law. Like seriously, we were talking about this last night.
But yeah, we will definitely
they and pronouns and using these
definitely get the Warframe on.
words to describe people is very, very important, right?
Oh shit, I should have went
But
first.
you see how we get tripped up with this.
It's all over the place.
No, and it relates to the way that Dennis is talking to Zachary.
Yeah.
He needs to just like if I were to just pop up and say, who did they say did it? There's no name identified.
Is there a video of this?
Yeah.
All right, I may need to watch the video of this part, because maybe the inflection will let me know whether he means. Let me watch the video on this. Can y'all send me that and then give me a timestamp for this part? Let me revisit that.
Oh man.
thing.
Oh, what?
Including the 18 through 22 part.
Uh-oh. He's in trouble. Uh-oh.
If you
all right, I gotta make sure I'm gonna pay attention to this. We're gonna get him, y'all.
But if you send the video that shows Mr. Zachary's face kind of zoomed in, I think it's an MP4 video. I think it's right around 27 minutes, 30 seconds.
Why?
27 minutes, 30 seconds? Okay, so. Thank you.
For my notes.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, we're gonna do that. Let's see, what the hell is that? What the hell is that?
The they must be named. Yeah, no, I'll take a look at that offline unless y'all got it queued up.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I'll take a look at that offline if y'all will send me a video.
Let's do it.
So yeah, let's if 5722 through 23 is a separate kind of issue, we can move on to that one.
Yo, everybody got this fucking card in their hand.
See my people on the West Coast joining. Morning. Are you on the West Coast?
You got two of them?
Where you at?
You got two of them? Yo, I need this card. I think I need this card now.
I think so. Your objection, Mr.
Everybody got this damn card in their hand. What is this shit called?
23?
Ash bottom.
I'm gonna withdraw that.
Okay. So that one is...
When the card effect is valid, any of these effects, you get this card. Add a card.
They did these crimes.
Send a card.
Alright. Moving on to number 14.
Right.
Which is page 60, line 19 through 61, line 20.
No, they are not. They names must be named.
And negate that effect.
Declare a mistrial. You know how they are. This is...
Because my shit was banish his hand. It wasn't add. Right.
I'm going to withdraw that one as well.
Alright.
You can even send it to the graveyard.
Okay, then our next item is on page 65, lines 8 through 20.
We're on number 15?
Yes.
That monster
Shout out to our
game is
stream sponsor from
2100.
yesterday, Miss Whitney. She's entered the chat. Well, see, Whitney, we just polled the audience. Let's see what everybody thinks.
In my objection,
Oh, he's really trying to
correct
go for
rendition
bullshit.
of the law, explaining. Investigator Dennis is explaining to Quindarius Zachary why he's guilty by association.
Yeah, I don't. And I suspect he was not offering that as here's
Come
what
on.
it is. He was offering that as here's what we law enforcement consider you to be. But
Right.
I can understand that you wanna agree to that, Miss Love.
Get the fuck out of here, yo. Oh, I shouldn't have did it.
And consider it, yes.
What?
Give you a second to do that.
That means you get to attack for 6,000 twice.
We'll see.
They not like us.
That's what I get for being thirsty.
They don't recall.
I could have beat him. I could see some of these hands, y'all. I could easily beat these motherfuckers.
They on it. Y'all are cutting up today.
This deck is always one wrong move
Give you
and you fucking
10 more
die.
seconds to make your decision. I'm just gonna make my ruling.
I don't have 65, 8, 65.
All right.
Damn, now y'all got that song stuck in my head.
Alpha agreement.
Yes.
I wonder if it's only one of those ass bottoms.
Discombobulated. That was a good one.
I don't even think I have that card.
Yeah, Mike, you missed Woody. We might see him if we can find Melnick.
Do I? Oh, I do.
They feet hurt.
I do have that card. Huh.
Wow. You guys look, or 71% of you think that Melnick is going to show up tonight or today.
This is one of the access listed as.
Let's do it. Let's see if this works. Oh, wait. 10 cards you do not own.
As I'm reading it, page 66, line 12 starts out talking about the gun that
Alright, let's try it.
got caught with on David 7th, and then investigator Dennis goes on to say,
Let's see if that
your
works.
thought rifle here in the video is, and he's saying what it came back to.
Will Melnick show up for Woody today? Hell no. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you are. I'm gonna go second.
Mr. Sledge already played, but Mr. Nagry is indeed YSL. So they're swapping guns.
Yo, like I tell y'all all the time, and I'm very grateful for everybody that supports and rocks with me.
That's not my issue.
Haters can eat a
Okay,
dick.
so do you have an issue with lines 8?
Even if you're not staying, and you can be so kind, on the way out the door, leave a like. The likes do help the channel.
I don't have an issue.
Like I said, ooh, excuse me. We're in the algorithm right now, y'all. We are in the algorithm. So if y'all keep it up with the likes, you know, even if you're not staying, you're just passing through, that will keep us in the algorithm. And like I told you guys in a couple other streams before, my goal is also to help like the little channels that's on the come up, get it started, you know, and you help me, I can help y'all, so we can all grow together. So if we piggyback off each other, we all can win, you know. So that being said, with y'all keeping me in the algorithm, we all gonna be in the algorithm. So if you got like a small channel and you want to promote your channel, you can throw it in the chat so people can subscribe to your channel.
Okay.
And that will definitely help you. Because any of you guys that get in that got smaller channels, just to help out, I definitely go to your channel and I'll sub. What do we got here? What do we got here, y'all? What is this? What is this? This is not jiggy. If your card shows...
Mr. Sharp, did that have some issue?
Right.
This is not
going
jiggy.
back to Lucci Mom's house, and then they're saying the gun you got caught with until you went to court yesterday. So I think that.
Okay, so that's, and then maybe we just are numbers.
Yeah, that's.
So.
Come on. Let's see if it's gonna work. Let's go.
68, 19,
Let's go. Get that shit out of here.
21, right?
I would say.
25.
Because then they go to Lucci Mom again.
Well, 24 maybe?
Right. Okay.
Okay, like.
You know what? I know y'all gonna be like, why? But I'm gonna do it again.
19 through
I'm
24.
gonna do it again. We'll do it again.
Alright, hang hang on, let's make sure that we've got agreement on that.
I know it cost me last time.
19 through 20.
My gut feeling says do it. I'm gonna go with it.
Page 68, lines 19 through 24.
Yeah, get that shit out of here. And then, yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that.
It's basically the same issue.
The issue that I have here is that I would object to that because Mr. Zachary said it has shooting on it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's taking a little while for them to get to lunch, but
One of the guns used in one of the shootings.
I know it's the inner freaky perv in me though, but
As it relates to
this love, boy, the lawyer love got the She got the Ah, shit. Come on.
Expressing surprise and instead saying, oh, that's almost done. In this particular case,
She got the do. Let me see. Go with you first.
Say, what? Oh my gosh, no. Instead, he says, it has shootings on it. Yeah, it has some shootings on it.
He says that because they told him.
And it's crazy because the cameraman, I don't know if they did this shit on purpose. I think they did this on purpose to keep everybody entertained and focused on this. But the cameraman court angle is right behind Lawyer Love, right? Oh my God, look at this shit. Buns and thongs.
Honestly, it looks to me like he's saying, yeah, I mean, now that I know, I'm not surprised. But, I mean, if that's what you wanted in court.
And they got the cameraman angle in the court right behind her, like right up on her. So all you getting is this giant ass shot.
So you're saying...
And that's all we've been looking at the whole court case. And then every time she bends over, it's like, bam.
Redaction start.
19 to 24.
19 to 24, okay. I am going to exclude that. All right, now moving to 69, lines 2 through 6.
It's starting on January.
Okay, why are they attacking me directly?
Okay.
How? See, this is why I said I should have just... What the fuck is that? Oh, this car can attack directly. What?
Is that page 69, line 2?
Yeah, lines 2 through 6, starting with on January 26th. I mean, they're basically again saying, hey, you had this gun at some point and we know that it was involved in this shooting. We'd like to know who gave you the gun. And they don't have an issue with we'd like to know who gave you the gun. Just we found out later.
Would that be he can attack?
To the shooting. Okay, so that is 2 through 6, starting on January 26th, are out by agreement. Okay. And then 17 we already did, so the next one is actually 18.
Yeah, I think I need to do a review breakdown of this video, just based off of the cameraman's angle and why. Why did they make the cameraman put it at this angle? That's what I want to know. Why? Look, now she's standing up again.
And who shot up Lucci's mom's house on page 69 line 25. And Mr. Zachary gives them an answer. I would argue that all of this is information that I should be able to ask him about. And he doesn't, if he tells us his system, he should be able to come in. I don't.
And I'm not looking at
Gucci Mama house.
yeah.
Yo, the chat is going. Yo, they are wilding.
That my client was there, as he claims, there's no indication that he was there.
Come on, don't call me and block the fucking stream, man.
And there's no indication of what his source of knowledge is. I think he's just passing along rumors. And I mean, if he says, I was there when Lucci's mom's house was shot up and it was Shannon Stillwell that did it, then I don't really have a leg to stand on. But I don't believe he's going to say that. And he needs firsthand knowledge or another exception or another hearsay exception. And I don't see it in the state just kind of saying, oh, well, he knows, so therefore it's admissible. There's just so much rumor and back and forth in this case. And I think that the investigators, I'm not trying to criticize them, but they're just trying to, like, gather information, not in preparation of trying the case, but just trying to get, like, some broad, generalized, what the word on the street is.
So, Your Honor, as with any evidence or testimony that the listener tendered, we have to establish a foundation before it's admitted. So we're not speaking, and this we don't believe is true. So we just have to make a position, and we ask that the court just allow the opportunity.
Y'all are wildin'.
All right, and I assume that your foundation is going to be co-conspirator exception. That they all know this is their case and they communicate, and they need to be able to know that argument. I mean, I would think so. And frankly, even on 73, when they asked about what about the stepdad's house, he actually says, I don't know for sure who did that one. So I mean, he's clearly, if he doesn't know, he's beats me on that one.
Well, I don't speak Mr. Zachary, but I can see a world where he's a layman, and so he's saying, well, I haven't heard, I don't know for sure means I haven't heard anyone, no one's told me about that. And I don't think the co-conspirator, and I'm not saying that Your Honor said this, but I don't believe that the co-conspirator exception is satisfied by just saying, oh, well, it was a bunch of co-conspirators talking. I think that they need to establish who said what to whom and where in the circumstances of that statement, so we can see if it falls under 801 D2E. And so that I'm in the blind right now as far as how the state plans to get into that. But what I don't want to happen is the state, when Mr. Zachary's on the stand, to try to bring up, well, who do you know who shot Lucci's mother's house? And he says, I don't know, I wasn't there. And then they say, well, didn't you tell the investigators that Woody and Shannon and Pokey did it? And it's like it was just based on nothing, but it's already out there.
And that would be
Not yet.
The state who did it and then didn't tell him. I would at the very least establish a basis for his knowledge, either from things that he has said previously or from things that he says on the stand. So it wouldn't be as if it would be some kind of backdoor way to get in somebody's name that is sitting here in the courtroom. It would be the proper pulling out of evidence of a witness on the stand. It would be establishing a foundation for knowledge.
Okay, but we're assuming if this comes in, that it's coming in because it's coming in as an inconsistent statement, you're impeaching him, right? I mean, obviously, if he gets up and you ask him about it and he testifies to all of it on the stand, then there still might be a foundational objection, but...
he used the mirror force on me.
But
you son of a bitch.
If you're getting it in...
No, he didn't.
...to impeach him, then that's what we're trying to decide.
He used the mirror force on me, you little fucker.
A little excited when you shop at Burlington.
Now, why am I at commercials?
Let's see. I mean, frankly, it's probably going to be the same. You're going to need the same information for a foundation regardless of its testimony.
Come on, this is the time when my cars need to come through.
You kind of let us know what that's going to be, so that I can make a determination of whether it comes in that, potentially.
Let's see if you come in handy.
Well, that was 18.
I need my card, man. I need one. I was like,
20.
this is when I need a card that lets me go in my deck and pull cards. I need to pull certain shit out when I need it.
All right. Great. So it's 12:15 right now. So far, Ms. Rosser has not been able to reach Mr. Melnick. So, you know, it's probably more likely that it'll be tomorrow than today. So why don't we, I don't know, maybe I'll know more after lunch, but
she ready to go to lunch.
Until 1:30. Is that enough time, deputies, for getting everybody fed? Okay. See y'all back at 1:30.
Oh, so there we go. We're going to lunch till 1:30, y'all.
Jam-packed day. We saw a little bit of Woody. You guys were cutting up in the chat with the bass, okay? I'm going to go through some super chats, and it looks like they are back at 1:30. So I'm trying to figure out if Lead and I are going to be back this afternoon. If not, then we'll be back tomorrow for Melnick and Woody. But let us finish up our super chat. You guys were cutting up, and y'all had me crying with the whole day thing. I love our community so much.
Damn.
Where were we? I think we were here. Shout out to Jackie with the 199. She says, you and TLA are my, is that a pill? My drug? What is it? What does the emoji signify? Let me know. Shout out to JT Coin Rings. Says, hello, AV.
That didn't work the way I thought it was going to work. And it took my monster.
99 cents. Shout out to...
Fucker.
This is German. Schmetterling? Schmetterling. Shout out to Schmetterling.
How about you bump? How about you flip that monster?
Love from Germany. Love
bump.
Shout out to...
And get him off of here.
German bucks. Says, Woody finna snitch. Ain't Charleston White his mentor? I did see him do a few collabs with Charleston White, so...
Yep, that's what he's gonna do.
Let's see. It looks like he wants to stay out of jail. That was the first thing he said when Judge Whitaker started asking him questions.
Is he watching the stream?
Channel with the $5. He said,
is he watching? Right, y'all? He might be fucking watching.
Yeah, guys, listen. I haven't done it yet. Lee did it last night. We were live in the first 5 minutes. He locked y'all out. I mean, I like to have the chat open, but you gotta cooperate with the girl and give me a like or two so I can keep it open. So, Innocent Bystander's one of my mods. I think he might be right. Thank you so much, Innocent Bystander. And if anybody could drop, and if any of the mods are hanging around, if you want to drop the link to his channel, that'd be fantastic. Thanks so much, IBC. Shout out to Chris West with 199. Says Fulton County Jail was on 60 days was on 60 days twice. That's crazy. That is insane that it was on there. Yeah, that jail, I've heard stories about it. You do not want to get arrested in Atlanta and end up in that jail. Definitely not. Shout out to It Is What It Is with the 499 says, were those Pantene designer pants that Love had on yesterday? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The pants, I can't unsee the pants. I cannot unsee the pants. Integrity.
This is the channel, y'all. That's AV's channel.
We're asking about that book.
That's AV's channel. So if y'all wondering who I'm listening to, that's AV's channel. So if you go in, you want to listen to good legal
became a member. Welcome, Jackie. Then Jackie did this.
Legal stuff where they do breakdowns and shit like that.
$2 super. Jackie is feeling the love. Thank you so much.
Definitely worth listening to.
Jackie, did you make a mistake? Were you trying to see if it went through? I always read them in our break time, so if that's what you were waiting for, my bad. I did that to Lead once when I first went to his community. I dropped a $50 super chat. I'm like, how come he's not reading it? Did it not go through? Then I sent it again and again. I was like $200 in at that point, and that's when I realized he reads them at the end. So sorry about that, Jackie. Shout out to Shalon with $20, and Shalon says, the mismanagement of this trial continues to amaze me. Also, maybe the fact that the fate of the case in custody indicates that perhaps
no, I didn't mean to do that.
Case. I mean,
I meant to switch it to attack.
Enough and the fact that we're trying to parse it together.
Please stop it. Just stop. Yeah, stop it. Please stop it.
And it all contains hearsay.
Please negate it.
You know, he said, she said, like, it's not like first-hand knowledge of people that were actually there. It is a lot of these folks giving information during plea deals. A lot of these folks giving information while they're in custody to get out of custody. So
that's what I was talking about. I didn't mean to do that, yo. Fuck, I meant to press.
Shout out to Cool Blur. Oh my God. Cool Blur has been my first subscribers. Cool Blur with the 5 says,
oh my god, I didn't mean to do that.
Glad to see you're still providing us with legal breakdown and commentary and having some fun too. This is like
fucking didn't mean to do that, yo.
Like we have a really good time over here. Shout out to Don with the $5 super sticker. Thank you so much, Don. Shout out to Mindy with $19.99. Thank you, Mindy. She says it's gonna be another long day.
Didn't mean to fucking do that, yo. I meant to switch him to attack position, man.
King Slime Nails, right? And it reminds me of like a cartoon character, like King Slime Nails.
Damn it, man. I did not mean to fucking do that.
So, we can start a petition, ladies, to raid this closet and revise it. We need to do an edit on that closet.
Man.
Y'all want to join me in that?
Don't do no fly shit and all that crazy shit. Just fucking go to battle phase and attack, yo. I got no cards. I got no defense. I got nothing in my hand. You don't have to do all this crazy shit. Just fucking attack. Oh, that shit got me pissed. Yeah, whatever, man.
This always trips me up. Mushroom podcast at your main man Mush.
Yeah, whatever.
And your main man Mush says the fashion god.
All right, people, I'm about to. They hit lunch break, so I'm about to switch over.
Know how to dress. It almost looks like she slept in her clothes, and you know it is. The fit was a little bit. You could see the effort today. The pants yesterday were just, in the words of...
Oh, they put the mission down here now. Oh.
Like, you know, I couldn't unsee them. And then you guys were making your jokes like the hills have eyes. If the pants don't fit, you must have quit. That one was good. Y'all are hilarious. Thank you so much. Mush. Shout out to Jay.
Dual pass still there.
Melnick for the win.
Oh, so they put the gold. They put the dual pass up there now.
Try to get a hold of Melnick so far. Right before we broke for lunch, the
let me get my stuff out of here.
Try to get a hold of him. Sorry, and I believe they're still going to try. Who knows? Maybe he calls back within the afternoon, and he still makes it today.
All right, cool.
There's still hope,
so
but she did say let's.
I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna switch it over. I'm gonna go to the bathroom first, and I'm gonna switch it over.
FFS is back
so,
with
yeah.
199 says, huh? What
shit.
you mean? That's the first thing Woody said. As soon as he got on the stand, she's just like, I forgot what.
So yeah, guys, I'm gonna switch it over.
Like that's the first thing.
I'll be back. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for leaving the likes. And yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. Little Warframe. Hello.